This track is talking ballin' ass niggas who think just cause they walk in the club with they fancy ass shit on and they six pack and they singing shit, they can just steal anybody's bitch. No, not my bitch. Not my bitch. No, not my bitch. Let's go.
Nah, nigga, she don't care if you sing. Diamond rings, you promising. Fucking watch boy, that don't mean a thing. When you put it on her like a fucking king. When you make her feel like a fucking queen. You a player, but I'm a fucking G. Working the game, but your mind is weak. This chick that I got's my kind of freak. Nah, nigga, she don't care if you sing. Diamond rings, you promising. Fucking watch boy, that don't mean a thing. When you put it on her like a fucking king. And when you make her feel like a fucking queen. You a player, but I'm a fucking G. Working the game, but your mind is weak. This chick that I got's my kind of freak. Fucking wanna be player, I see you over there plotting and scheming. Nice glossed over, you already dreaming. Club thick with chicks, but there's one that you.
What's good, everyone? It's your boy, Token Drew. And we here with another edition of Pack N Unpack, series where I pack a bowl and unpack some cool shit.
These thought chicks on go digging shit, but no, not my chick, no, not my bitch. My girl loyal, not materialistic. Wanna be realistic, you'll never hear it. You think you wanna pimp shit, sorry for your ways, and she love.
But before we get started, time for the old disclaimer. This channel is not meant for children. We are some grown-up collectors over here, grown-up nerds and geeks and shit. If you got any little kids trying to watch my stuff, you better stop it, because this is not a child-safe environment. Part of the FTC and the YouTube standards and commission and blah, 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 all that other shit. I got to make sure you know that every video, even though I'm not getting paid, so the fine gonna do to me. Bastards. All right, so here we are, week 4 of February, and our month celebrating the various females of the collection. So week 1 was Starfire. Week 2 for Valentine's Day was Tali from Mass Effect. Week 3 was Android 18. But for week 4, I got something special planned. We are doing a double unboxing. Of who? Well, let's see. From Dragon Ball Super Broly, we have the instant fan favorite, Cheelai, as well as her bae himself, Broly. From BWFC, that's Banpresto World Figure Colosseum. It's actually my favorite line out of Banpresto. These two were meant to go together, as you can tell by the box, sculpted by the same guy. And as always, at least as of like episode 30, we got to make sure. All right, let's get inside my head. Open these bastards up.
When you put it on her like a fucking king. When you make her feel like a fucking queen. You a player, but I'm a fucking G. Working the game, but your mind is weak. This chick that I got's my kind of freak. Nah, nigga, she don't care if you sing. Diamond rings, you promising. Fucking watch boy, that don't mean a thing. When you put it on her like a fucking king. And when you make her feel like a fucking queen. You a player, but I'm a fucking G. Working the game, but your mind is weak. This chick that I got's my kind of freak.
Hey, yo, I told you, nigga, you can't have this chick. Keep on walking, motherfucker. Keep on going. The ironic thing is, I could probably steal your bitch. Yeah, fuck you. What you gonna do about it? Hey, baby, don't look at me like that. I was just saying. I'm just gonna hit it anyway. Fuck off. Shit. Drew the legend. Token, bitch.
What's up, everybody?
Hey, how's it going?
My name is Drew the Legend.
Hi, Drew the Legend.
And I have a confession to make.
Good.
I'm just addicted to seeing big booties just motherfucking drop it low. Hey, like you in the corner. Yeah. Love the way your body moves, and I love the way that you drop it low. Twerk that ass, left cheek, right cheek.
What's good, everyone? We are back, and here they are.
DJ play her favorite song. She move it around, then it's got style.
From BWFC, Cubs, Cheelai, and Broly. So before we get started, I'm gonna give a shout out to my homie, Ro Rivera. I bought a handful of figures from him so far, and he always provides great customer service, so highly recommend him. And Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment. Hit me up on my various social media pages. Bam, bam, and bam. So, we got 5 categories to talk about. Bring them out. So since this is a double review, you're gonna get double to me. Let's get it. What's up, other me? Yeah. So first things first is detail. So, detail. Cheelai has some pretty decent detail, not gonna lie. She looks a lot like her character. Her armor isn't as intricately detailed as I'm used to from BWFC, but still looks pretty good. So we're gonna go ahead and give her 15 points. Let's go over to Brawley. Yeah, Cheelai's detail is alright.
Girls to me, you're like marijuana. No matter the flavor, I'm still gon' hit. Black, brown, Asian, white, Latin, prerequisite. Nice ass, nice tits.
For Brawley, on the other hand, Brawley has some really intense detail. You know, they add little chicka marks all over his body. You know, even inside of his scar has like the damaged scar tissue detail. So I'm gonna go ahead and say he gets 20 points for detail. Next up is bass.
Looks don't matter till I see it twerk, it twerk, 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 twerk. Let me see that body work, 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 work. Let me see that booty bounce. Let me see that body move, drop down to the ground. Girl, do what you do when I'm finna act a fool. Watch how your body grooves so smooth.
So for bass, I mean, you know how I feel about that round, dark ass bass. But I do like BWFC because they at least engrave their letters at the bottom. And Cheelai can also stand without her bass. So that's a little bit of an added bonus. So I'm going to go ahead and give her 16 points for bass.
Give it the shot, girl. Love me a bad bitch, I know how to dance. With an ass so fat, how you fit in the pants? Fuck like a porn star, giving no dance. HJ and BJ, got my nut in the hand.
Yo, man, this bass. See, Cheelai is lucky she can stand without a bass and gets those extra little points. But Brawley, on the other hand, with this pose, the same as Brawley pose, he does not have that luxury. I am going to give him a bonus 2 points for having the engraved bass instead of giving him the flat 10 points I normally give to these stupid ass basses, but still, just 12 points for bass. I mean, shit, at least add like a picture in there or something like the ones they did for the movie, you know what I'm saying? Next up is pose. Now, for are you really doing the Randy Orton right now? Yeah, that's right. She has a dope pose. I like it. Has the right amount of spunk and attitude that her character portrayed in the movie. Her holding her gun ready to go to war. You know what I'm saying? And it's still cute as hell the way they have it. So we're going to go ahead and give her 20 points for pose. Now let's see what other me has to say about Brawley with his ass pose. Now for pose. You know, on Brawley's end, I mean, I now have, I want to say just off the top of my head, 3 different Brawleys doing this same pose. I get that it's his full power pose, but come on, you know what I'm saying? So I'm only going to give him 15 points for pose. I dig it. Next up, Paint.
Love how you do it, don't stop it. You the hot topic. I wanna see you twerk that ass, pop that push. You a bad bra with the stripper moves. Twerk that ass.
That Paint, man. I know I feel the same way too, right? Yeah. Paint. So those are not glaring imperfections. Like I had to actually inspect the figure. Cheelai has some, paint outside of the lines, you know what I'm saying? Like, I expect a lot from BWFC. I really do. And these kind of paint imperfections are just really disappointing. So, we are going to only give her 14 points for paint.
Girl, I wanna see how you drop it, and pop it, move it. Love how you do it, don't stop it. You the hot topic. I wanna see you twerk that ass, pop that push. You a bad bra with the stripper move. Twerk that ass, pop that push. You a bad bra with the stripper move. Love to see the way that you.
I'll admit, Brawley does not have as many imperfections like Cheelai, but he still does. Over in his wrist area, in his eyes, on his teeth. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and give him 15 points.
Shut the bar down and close your eyes. I'll take it somewhere special. It's a surprise. You feel a couple hands and you feel a few.
And finally, for character accuracy.
I wanna see how you drop it, pop it, move it. Love how you do it, don't stop it. You the hot topic. I wanna see you twerk that ass.
For character accuracy, she looks almost perfect to her character. I feel like they could have gave her a bit better curves personally, but she still looks almost character perfect. There's a couple scuffs on the sculpt that I'm not a big fan of, so I'm not going to give her the perfect 20 points, but I'm going to go ahead and give her 18 points. So Brawley, I mean, his character accuracy, his head is a bit small. His sculpt is a little bit off to me. I don't know. It's just, it looks cool as hell in the box. And also, I really didn't mention this over in the paint area, but like, he's awfully tan. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is like Florida man Brawley. And he's small.
It's like I'm in a trend.
To be released with Cheelai, I think he should be standing at least an inch and a half taller than her. At least, He just does not scale well with her. And I'm pretty sure when I put him next to other characters, he's going to be just regular size to them. And I just feel like they dropped the ball with that. So for his character accuracy,
time you faced it. Does it get to you? I mean, does it really mean shit to you? There's those of us that treat her like a queen, but she's just another bitch.
And now, for... Well, you go ahead and say it. Yeah, I'll say it. Now we got the bonus round.
Beware the melody, the revenge of music.
So, overall, straight out the box, I would say Cheelai, she was a dope looking figure, And it's the first of her kind, so I can dig that. So we're gonna go ahead and give her a plus 4 points. Overall, he's just an all right figure. He's just the fact that they made him so small just makes him pretty underwhelming. So I'm gonna give him a bonus of 2 points. And my first impression, I was impressed. I was impressed. I dig her. So it's gonna be another 4 points, giving her a total of 8 bonus points, bringing Cheelai up to 91 points. And that's an 8. What did her man get? He's still kind of dope, you know what I'm saying? Like, the detail on him is great. Seeing the scars have detail inside of them, like they really did a good job with the detail. They just should have made him bigger. So I'm gonna go ahead and give him an overall of 4 points for being an overall dope figure. You know, if you're a fan of Brawley, you know what I'm saying, you got to get him. And BWFC, they really don't disappoint. Well, I guess they do this time. But not too badly. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he was bigger, he'd be even better. So, but I get what they were doing. Whatever. That's what it is. So that being said, it brings him up to 82 out of 100. That's a B+. Not bad. Not bad. I think he's my lowest scoring BWFC, but it is what it is, right? I guess at the end of the month, girls rule, huh? Thanks for my help. Well, shit, thanks for having me. We're going to go ahead and take some pictures and set this up. And get ready for next week's episode. Where we talk about the greatest Saiyans.
She screamed out for help. I can't help but say no. You couldn't stop all of this. You couldn't kept control. She said they was too damn strong. There was no fighting. They had numbers and friends and money bags and hiding. I tried to stop the bleeding, but the flow was too big. Chock full of shitty rhymes and stay insistent they sing. As melody passed on, I had to cry. I had lived to see the day when music would die.
Melodic revenge. Eradicate those pretense that made a hollow. I'm the hip-hop assassin, KT, a lyrical desperado. What the fuck do I know? My words are weapons, this song is my motive. The game is broken, but now she opened her eyes and started her focus. The death dealers, evolution.
What's good, everyone? We are back, and here they are. I was actually able to get Cheelai to stand on Brawley's base, so that's pretty cool. Hopefully she stands like that, because if she falls over, she's going to knock these things off of Goku. Which is going to be obnoxious. Need to glue those bastards on. So yeah. I'm glad I ended this month with these two. You know, they were the surprise couple from the Dragon Ball Super Brawley movie. Surprisingly cute. You know, from what we know of Brawley, or what we expected anyway. The figures both have pretty good detail, like I said in my review earlier. Highly recommend them both. However, like you can see with Brawley, you know, that pose is very, you know what I'm saying, just over and over. Just let's tilt his head a bit more. But next time on Pack N Unpack, we are kicking off the month with the greatest Saiyan set. But until then, I'm your boy Token Drew. Live up, smoke out, and game on. I'm out this bitch. Thanks for watching. Peace.
Real talk, I ain't from the block, but I got street smarts, I've seen some things. You ever seen a nigga get murdered? Have you ever seen a motherfucker hang? All these little niggas talking about gang bang, but the times have changed, I know you know this. Cops killing us, we gotta stay focused. Government does what it wants, fuck the voters. But that's the big picture. Let's get down to street level. Try to put a wall over everyone's eyes, I be blind, still go daredevil. All these niggas think they so special. Everybody claim they a trap boss. Every chick think they the baddest bitch. Guess my real last here to piss you off. Everybody in the hood is slanging pounds. Who the hell is buying? Where the fuck the business? Honey, you may think you the baddest broad, but you just a story. Yo, nigga, I hear that dope when you make out the fire ganj. In the end, it's all just weed. Shorty, you make it, the bomb is head, but you ain't the first one to give it to me. I ain't a drug dealer, but I still got the water cash. Not trying to brag, just stating the facts. Spend what I want, and I make it all back in a matter of days.